You don't look well.
Oh, we are live. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We are live.
Can y'all hear my TV? I hope not.
I think that we're live everywhere we need to be.
Yeah.
How y'all feeling today?
Yes, that's good. It's your coach. Look, it's been so long, I don't forget what to say. It's your girl,
Hello. Right.
Dr. Joy Preepy HD. Kelly, we can't hear your TV or somebody.
Okay, let me go turn it off.
To talk about the Real Hot, Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Right.
Preaching to the Liar, I think was the name of it.
Yeah, that's it.
Are they talking about Destiny? Because she's the liar. But anyway,
I didn't understand that.
Yeah, who is the liar? I don't know. But anyway,
I didn't understand that because unless they were talking about, because this is not even where they was talking about Dr. Francis, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I didn't know it was weird. I don't understand that title.
Why do y'all think it? Oh, they said they think it was Marceau. What do y'all think he lied about? I was thinking Destiny because people think that she heard her say, "Hey, Destiny," and then she said, "Congratulations," and then she said, "Thank you" to Mel's mom. I don't know anybody else who could have been called a liar. Why would Marceau be called a liar?
Yeah, I didn't understand it.
What? So
unless they were talking about how it started off when they were at the table. I don't know. It doesn't make sense with me either.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just got that group, so I just.
Latoya said Dr. Francis and Marceau.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why do you feel
Did
that
y'all notice the thing show Martell in the
Yes,
I know. He's been a couple.
just about to say that.
And Martell has stopped like promoting his wine. Like he doesn't do that anymore. Hi, Felicia.
You think he might be a little bit maybe a little him and Sheree is getting a little bit buried because everybody's putting out clothing lines but her? I'm just wondering.
Marcel's a liar because he said the man was being biased and he isn't. Okay, so we want to talk about this before.
Oh, okay.
Anybody, we want y'all to make sure y'all go see Wakanda Forever, I guess is what it's called.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Yes. Oh,
was it good?
I didn't see it yet.
I thought it was really good.
Did you see the first one?
I did.
No, it wasn't like the first one at all.
Okay.
I will say this. It had a very interesting multicultural look. I would almost ask, I wonder how much the time percent, like put it like this. There was a lot of Mexican
really
South America vibe to this whole thing. Okay. And I won't tell you any more than that. It was very multicultural.
What, Latoya? You have to pay for this one. This is a Black movie. You can't just watch a bootleg at home.
Right. Right. But yeah, it presented a beautiful. If you are Mexican American, you will be proud of this movie, I think. Really? Now, I'm not going to talk about who the other person is, but I just thought they presented something very beautiful. I did. And I wonder how much, because just think about the images that we saw the first time you saw Wakanda. Yeah. Those images, that's what it did. Like, it was just really interesting. Yeah. Oh, and I ain't going to tell you anything, but just this. Stay until after the credits.
Because they always show something later.
Yes, just sit still.
Yeah,
let everybody get up that want to get up and crowd around at the bottom. Just all right.
So we about to get into it. Hopefully some people have joined. We kind of talk a little bit about other stuff to make sure people get in here. We want to let you know that everything we say is allegedly, it's our opinion, solely for entertainment purposes only. Do not get mad at us. Get glad, okay? You have your opinion. We're going to have ours, and it's going to be agree to disagree because we like when people don't agree with us. Okay, it makes it fun. So how would you rate this episode? We'll start with you, Joy, of Huntsville.
This was a different kind of episode. I would definitely give it an A. I didn't move.
Okay.
So
Woman King. She said Woman King will do that too. Callie, are you there? You're on mute, so I don't know. Okay.
I would give it a An 8.
Okay, I think I would give it a 7.5, 8. I thought it was really good. I didn't get bored. I felt like it moved.
Yeah.
And it featured everybody but Martell. Martell, where are you? Do you think he's filming Atlanta and he can't do both? Like, no, but this was done a long time ago.
Yeah, this was in the summer.
Yeah, so no, I don't know. Well,
that's interesting. Anyway, I don't know.
Hopefully he'll be back. So let me get my notes out because
she did come there. You know, she did go there because somebody filmed them sitting down eating somewhere. Whether or not they were filming, I don't know.
Did she have on them same joggers?
Yeah, when they took those pictures, that whole weekend. That's literally what it was. When they had on like those matching joggers.
Well, I understand if it costs $100 a piece, you gonna wear them. Whatever. You go wear them same $100 joggers everywhere you go because that's all you can afford.
Wait a minute. They either had listen, this is what's crazy. They either had a photographer following them or they were filming. I hope.
I hope they were filming. Or they done called the TMZ of Huntsville.
Right, because those were some of them was posed pictures. So I hope.
Anyway, so the producers are shady. It started off to me, Huntsville, with the producers being shady because it was like the aftermath or continuation of them sitting down on the floor being peaceful. And she said, I did speak to you. And then Destiny said, you didn't speak to me. And then the producers did like a slow-mo 2 times. Hi, Destiny. Hi, Destiny. So do y'all really think she did not hear? Or was she so mad that she kind of blacked out? What do y'all think?
I didn't hear her.
I definitely don't think she heard her.
Yeah. Okay.
And let's be honest, though she definitely said, hey, Destiny, she said it almost in passing that unless you were like this, you wouldn't have even noticed it because she wasn't looking at her. She turned so quick. She did look at her. She was like, hi, Destiny. Like, it was no time for anybody to make like eye contact. Oh, you looking at you talking to me? Like nothing.
But then how did she hear her mom? Because she had the same level of voice as
but her mom overall, her voice is deeper and automatically louder. Even if she's talking lower, she heard her. And she also gave her eye-to-eye contact.
So voice quality too.
Yeah, and she was walking forward. Like it wasn't like she stopped.
Like, do y'all believe this? Who's watching? Do you believe Destiny heard, or do you not think she heard it? That's the question. But why is Destiny still mad? Do you think she just still wants to be mad because she said it wouldn't have mattered if she would have heard? She still would have had an attitude. So
I think Destiny is mad. Has nothing to do with how that. Destiny is mad. Just like when she was talking, like I wish Mel could have like seen that. Maybe when she watches this, she'll notice it. That girl is almost begging you back. When she said something to Mel, she was like, you love me, don't you?
You love me, don't
like
you?
It was almost, that was sad. The reason that Destiny is mad, because unfortunately, Destiny does not, I'm going to keep using this word. She just doesn't have mature emotional intelligence.
Right.
Because she projects, I'm mad, with really, I'm sad.
Oh, I'm hurt.
I'm hurt.
Or I miss you.
She wants Melanie back for whatever her reason.
Not in a gay way, but
yeah, not in that. But I'm like, we didn't have friends that you fall out with and you get back together. She wants her friend back, and Mel just isn't interested.
She's done. So Destiny is exhausted to watch all the business and that. But so Mel said that. Let's just skip to when they met then at the thing, since we're kind of talking about it. She said that she was going to post the video of her dancing to On 10, but after she said "Go pimp your daughter" to her mama, you think that was like the or you think she was done before then?
I think she was done before then.
You think so?
I mean, yeah, I think she was. I mean, even when they fought at the Galentine, it was done before the Galentine. I mean, they've been done for a while.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really I'm eating, that's why I'm going in and out.
I
I thought it was
understand.
really creepy.
That was what the whole argument really was about.
Yeah,
Was what's your
creepy
chain
for
of
her to
events
say
of
that.
why the friendship fell apart?
Okay.
I think it was creepy for Destiny to say, "You love me, don't you?" Clearly,
Yeah.
clearly she don't. Stop.
It
She
was
don't. She
sad.
didn't show that.
She was bad. Y'all didn't
That broke
feel
my
that.
heart
I
because
did.
Is it me or was it just the cameras?
I
Because
felt it.
I felt that.
yeah, I didn't like that. I mean, it broke my heart because I'm like, you got to stand on your truth. If you are mad, be mad. But when you got to listen to what Melody is saying, she didn't give you the same vibe that should have been followed up with.
Do
You
you
love
love
me,
me?
don't you? When she
Yeah.
said that,
Hey,
I thought,
Marsha.
Destiny, come on.
It was sad.
Okay,
I
it
hope she
was. I
said
didn't like it.
something and they cut it out.
Yeah,
And
Well,
they
Mel
just
said
trying
she
to
does
show her
love
mean.
her. She said, "Yes,
But
I do
that's
love you, but we're just not going to ever be how we used to be."
that's cold. That's
that is
and,
really
Why?
but I don't, and I think that she's saying, all she's saying in her head, and I don't even know what I did wrong. That's the part. It's so unfinished.
She know what she did wrong.
what you do.
She was in a room while
She
Tisha
was in that room. Letting people talk about
I
me.
ain't never been mad that long about, because you have a choice as a good friend. You could sit there and listen. I would rather sit there and listen, and if your good friend is gonna come and tell you, or do you want them to just leave out the room?
Leave.
Okay, but at that time, Destiny was friends with both of them, both Tisha and
That's true.
Melody.
Yes.
So when you were sitting in the room and Tisha saying whatever it is that Tisha was saying, what would you have done? What would you have
Me?
said?
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm friends with both of them and they know it, I would sit there and listen.
Thank you.
It's not like
Right.
Melody ain't never talked to her about
Stormy.
Tisha.
Right. Yeah.
I would have sat there and took it. It ain't like this a stranger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have let nobody talk about y'all. Friend or not. I wouldn't be like, we can be in this room, but I don't want to talk about her right now.
But you didn't say anything bad, as I understand it.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, if Destiny really feels like she's friends with both of them, she's sitting there, she's hearing Trisha be all frustrated, but she didn't say anything really bad. So you listen and shut up and then leave it alone. But Melody walked in and heard that. So I understand why Melody would have been like, look here, chick, come on. But I don't know. I don't know. That's a strange little position to be in.
So
I don't know if
what would
that
y'all
would've
have done as
ended.
the people watching? Would you have left the room or listened, or could you get over this? Like, is that enough to end a friendship?
It's enough for me, though. I'm just gonna tell you.
It's enough for me.
I think for Melanie, she's probably going through in her mind, probably like a cleansing.
Mm-hmm.
And she probably kind of sort of maybe even used her at some point to kind of gather information, because Destiny is connected too closely to Martell. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but you know, sometimes we want to befriend your guy's friend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was a lie to that. I'm not saying that she did. I'm just saying she could have.
Yeah. She could have.
Not to say that they didn't form a real friendship, just to say I get that when you know, it's been a long time since I broke up with somebody, but
right.
I remember being real young, and you know, you want to be connected to them somehow, and you want to be connected to a friend, because just like we're learning things about who Destiny was to Martell and how they parents dated and how far back they go, Melanie been knowing it. So yeah,
I think time can heal and they can rebuild. I do think they can rebuild, but Destiny's gonna have to stop running to everybody. And I don't know if this is her role on the show, because somebody has to do it. But it's hard to trust that person who is quote unquote the bone collector and running and saying stuff, and then she says it wrong. Like, I just it's hard. I don't know.
I get it. you know, it is.
I mean, I hate it because when I saw the flashbacks, I didn't really realize how close they were until you just saw the flashbacks of them, and they went through a divorce. You know, both of them.
They trauma bonded.
Yeah,
trauma
they
bonded.
did. I think they'll be. It depends on what happened at the reunion too, because that sometimes.
I wonder if this before or after she was doing those interviews. Remember, if at some point she was doing a chunk of interviews.
Who, Destiny or Mel?
I wonder I can't remember if this was before or after that.
Well, I know Destiny was doing a whole bunch of interviews making Mel look bad, like a bad friend. I guess I don't know. And that's
I don't think Melody misses her. I don't think Melody misses her. Not one bit. I really don't, especially after that conversation.
You know, it kind of goes back to your disposable.
Very, very clear that she didn't want that friendship. I'm definitely gonna say hi when I see you out, but we ain't going back to where we were.
But Destiny was like, "Well, you wasn't doing all that when all them chairs was being thrown," and I'm like, "Hell, for you the one through the chair." Like,
I want to see that scene.
Feature was pretty good. It just unfortunately it didn't land.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I want them to get back friends. I really do. Well, another thing. Oh, this is maybe the liar, because now it hit me when they were sitting there and Mel was like, "You called me a manipulator and a liar."
Oh.
And Destiny said, "No, I didn't." And then they showed a flashback where she said it in a confessional that Mel was a manipulator and a liar. So
did
maybe
they show that in the confessional? Dang, I missed it.
Yeah, they showed that.
Yeah,
I hate that. I want them to be friends. I do.
She also explained why. I can't remember.
Yeah, she did. She explained.
It wasn't like she just said you were a manipulator and a liar. She was like, if you're doing this and you're doing that, then that you're I think that's totally different.
But I think that's why that was the name of the thing now.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, because they did say, and then Destiny said, "Mel, you called me a liar and something else," and she said, "I did, and you did lie." So I think
who said that? Oh,
Mel just, I don't know. I like Destiny, but I want her to be different. I want her to tell more about herself. I think that's why people can connect with her, is because she's not really showing her. Maybe she can show this new boyfriend and how they're.
I think her cousin, the one that came to the uninvited guest, as Stormy wants to put it.
Yeah.
I think her cousin tried to share that what she thought when she told Destiny, I think you were just still a little bit upset because the last time you saw them, the chairs were being thrown. So she kind of tried to explain what she thought Destiny was going through. And, Destiny somewhat agreed with her.
And then they all tried to kind of talk to her about at the thing you were so mad. Because Kimmy said she heard it. She said, "Well, I heard Mel. She spoke to both of us." And then Tish was like, there was just no getting through to you. Like you were just
I didn't need all that extra conversation.
That's why I said she needs some growing up. She needs some therapy.
She's a Scorpio, Marsha.
She's a Scorpio. Now you know she's a Scorpio. She says it every episode.
Bring the Scorpio out of me.
That's enough.
We got kids. Okay.
Right. She says in every episode, in every song, "I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio." So
it's Scorpio season.
And her birthday's 11/11, and that's something everybody puts that in their like Twitter stuff, like 11/11. If they see the time, I don't know what it means, but that's the day she was born.
Oh, that's people. Those are angel numbers.
Oh, that's her birthday. 11/11.
So like two twos.
Okay.
Yeah, those are
Candace does it all the time. She does 11/11.
Different numbers mean, like if you look at the clock and it's 3:33. That's you supposed to, if you Google what does that mean in angel numbers.
Well, Mel's born on an angel day, I guess. That's when she dropped her phone.
I see those numbers like that 7773336. I just go play the lottery. I didn't know they had real meanings though.
Yeah,
I just see people do it all the time.
That's the zodiac stuff. I'm reading a book about that right now.
Well, we Capricorns and we got that crazy Aries, which is Callie. So,
how's she gonna put crazy in?
But I love an Aries. I got an Aries as a man, so I love an Aries. But they very passionate, and you just gotta be like, okay.
What's the next thing?
Okay.
we ventured all off the zodiac side. Come on.
I know. I had to talk about Callie. Okay, so Destiny said, Stormy said, well, I have a gift for everybody. And Destiny was like, not gifts again. Whatever.
Exactly.
And then
yes.
she said, this is some Canvas Beauty. And then she did. She gave them all a bag. Did her cousin get a bag?
She wasn't invited, so probably not. Stormy probably
but
made it real
I bet
clear.
you, girl, that's probably $150 worth of product. Yeah, and they all was saying it was heavy, but that would be normal. That is a normal and a really nice gift.
But she probably just should have gave Destiny a little. Everybody probably should have donated they set to Destiny to put in her store.
Oh
no, she did say to put it in the store.
Put it in her store. Just give your.
I thought you're so silly.
I got some. I got a lot of stuff from her, and I just ordered some of the goat product and something else. I love
the
serum that she had on sale.
It was $7. I got enough of that.
Yeah. So when do you use her products versus Kenya's products?
I just switch it up. I like them both. I do like Stormy's deep conditioner. I don't know if Kenya has one of those. So I always deep condition. I put a Jerry curl bag on, is that what they call? And let it condition. No, I don't have the Afro steam. I want that one. But anyway, let's move on. Y'all get her products. Kenya Moore's products are great too. So y'all get hers too.
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna cry. But the scene at the end where they were all walking out, and Mel was like, "Kimmy, are you okay?" And then they did that. Yeah. And she was like, "You can tell me, it won't go anywhere else." I feel like they are all really good friends, but then this reality show has kind of pushed them apart. But they still all care about each. Would you do a reality show with it seems like it breaks everybody up.
Yeah, no.
I think that's probably. I would like to, if you could do it. It promised that it ends like after the 3rd season. Like it should have a beginning and end date.
I mean, the pay would have to be really good for me to put my friendship
because it does tear you up. Everybody trying to be top dog this season. You hot on the internet, so you gonna come back with your whole boobs and back and it changes you. Just and all of these people, we've all seen it from the Braxtons.
It messed up their family, man. Yeah.
Like it's not no.
Yeah.
I think Kimmy's situation.
But yes, but no.
Yeah. I would act like I didn't like all of y'all on this thing with $1 million, and then to go on trips for free and to travel the world. I be cussing all y'all, throwing salad at y'all, all that. Telling y'all man cheated and trying to talk to me. What?
I mean, because you got to think about it though. Mia and her best friend, supposedly
they just fell out
right now. They're not friends now. So
and they said they've been knowing each other since 8th grade.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's like, so why you can't bring her on the show? Come on, that ain't cool. But okay.
So let's talk. Let's since we were talking about Kimmy and the hug, let's talk about Kimmy. So Kimmy tested positive June 22nd, 2022 for triple negative, which I think is why I wrote this right, stage 2 breast cancer, which is the most aggressive, but she caught it early. After that, did y'all do y'all exam?
I told you. That's
No, she said stage 2. She caught it early. Stage 4 is not early.
I know that's where the most aggressive. That's where I was confirming.
She did have it was called something. And that particular breast cancer is.
Yeah, I think she said, and I could be wrong. Y'all can look it up. Triple negative stage 2 breast cancer. It's what I wrote, but I be watching and writing, and sometimes I don't hear everything right. But
yeah, I mean it was something else. Yeah, that was a hard. And so here's what I have determined. I don't know how many times they had to redo the scene since Marsau wasn't there when she went to tell Tisha, but Tisha.
She said stage 2. Go watch it, Antoinette. Go ahead.
Tisha looked like she was faking her crying, which made me go back to a previous episode when she was crying when her friend died, and we were all like, God, why she look like she's faking? So my point in saying that is she looks like she's faking, but she's not, because I don't care how many times you do that. I don't think you can fake that kind of a situation.
People were saying they thought she was faking.
Yeah, right? she had that look of fake, but last night she had that same look, and I'm like, that's just her. But I don't think she was faking one bit on the other episode after seeing this episode. Yeah. It was hard. It was sad.
a lot of people were saying because Kimmy came to the party, the period party, which I thought was a great idea, but some people didn't. And they felt like she should have waited. And I'm thinking these people try to dictate what everybody does on these shows. And I feel like she kept trying to call them. They didn't answer the phone, and she just wanted to make sure that they heard it from her first.
Well,
and they probably asked her too, and she wanted to get it over with.
Yeah,
that's what I saw. I said they must have asked her, would she tell them on camera? And
the producers,
and I bet you she said, let's do it now, let's get it over with.
Right.
Because if you think about it, she could control it. I my wheels was turning. That actually may not have been a good place for, Tisha, but she controlled it by going to some place that she needed her attention to be inside.
Yeah.
And it was her event. So she could tell her and leave. She wouldn't have to have sitting at her house holding you crying for hours.
Right. That's true.
I understood why she did it like that.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to get it off. That's all. Because just as like you said, I ain't saying I certain it's a couple of days on reality TV I think are real, and that I believe was absolutely
real. That was absolutely real.
Yeah.
Because at first I thought Tish knew when they were at the party when Kimmy kind of broke down, because she looked like she might know, or she didn't seem concerned. So I was like, maybe she knows, but she didn't. She didn't know until he told her at that moment. And I think another thing, she wanted to bring that gift, which I made that little packet for my daughter. I made a little packet. It was a cute little bag, and I put everything in it. And we didn't
do have Women's Day.
No, what is that? We don't
Where
have
you
that.
have like all of your aunties and girls, the women in your family, cousins, after your daughter have her first cycle. Yeah, and they just talk. They talk.
Did anybody have that but Joy's family?
It's actually really interesting because it takes the onus off the mother. Sometimes mothers, like, I can have a conversation with anybody, but like with my children, I was pretty direct with them. But it was like parts, my daughter, like years later, was saying, well, you didn't tell me about this. I was like, what? I didn't understand, like, why she would think a mother would talk about certain elements of having that Woman's Day.
Right.
It's kind of weird to me. These new children are weird.
At all.
Like,
but I just did it because I didn't want it to be an accident at school or something like that. And I knew it was
absolutely. Yeah.
Because I
got a little pouch too. It wasn't that cute for my daughter.
I got a really cute pouch. Yeah. Did you? I mean, Hallie, are you doing that now? Have you done? Did you do that?
We've already done. Oh yeah, we've been there, done that. Yeah.
Okay.
But I talked to her about it a couple years before she started, because we have a cousin the same age, and the cousin started at the age of 7.
Oh, shut up.
My daughter started. Yeah. So we talked about it a little earlier.
It was really consistent after that, or sporadic?
It was sporadic, actually. It's consistent now.
Okay, that might.
I've heard, and I have heard of that, because when my daughter was like 9, I was a little afraid that she was developing too early. But she had those little things, like she was an infant. And when you're an infant, you feel it, but then it goes away. It didn't go away initially. And I was concerned about that. Like she was this little skinny
16.
That's old. I was like 12.
I know somebody was 18 when they started theirs. They had to force theirs.
Oh God!
They had to, and you just get birth control pills.
Do y'all think that was a smart party? I thought it was great. I love seeing the 2 girls that had the nonprofit. They were young, and they gave poverty. Was it period poverty?
I just don't know about having it on TV. I mean, it's good to see that people do that. I just think they didn't show the girls a lot, but one of the girls was like, "Oh God, it's on TV."
Right. So do you think it was something that shouldn't be on TV? Did it bother y'all? Because a lot of people
I don't think it should have been on TV. I mean, it was a short session, so it was fine, but I just my daughter would not have wanted to be on TV with that conversation.
Yeah,
I guess it doesn't. Yeah. I didn't see it as an intrusion, because if you're in the 3rd and 4th grade, you get that little letter that you got to sign for them to sit in an open gym on the floor and hear the scientific version
Right.
of sex.
Okay.
So I'm like, that didn't bother me. I wish more families would do that. I taught middle school. It's a really hard conversation to have with a 7th grade or 6th grader,
Right.
and their mother hadn't even told them about a cycle. Like it's really sad. And I had a lot of foreign students when I taught middle schools, a whole lot of Bosnians. Girl, that was horrible to have to explain to girls.
I mean, I can
you would hand them a pad and they would say, well, what are you supposed to do with it?
Now that you're talking about it, I think we feel this way because having your period is like a negative thing. It's like a
yes.
We need to make it not be bad.
Negative,
we need to make it be celebrated. I guess that is what should be done.
That's why you have Women's Day. Yeah, that's why you have Women's Day.
I didn't want everybody to know. I didn't want
daughter,
to do it. Yeah.
My daughter, when I talked to her about the first time, trying to talk about, she'll hear me. She started crying. And I said, well, what are you crying about? She said, because I keep hearing about it and I don't want it to come. And I said, oh, honey. And all I could do was hug her. But yeah, she didn't. She cried. Well, she was scared for it to come.
Well, we were watching the show. I can't remember what it was. And the girl went to the bathroom, and me and Jordan, both our daughters are named Jordan, which is wild. And the girl coming up here and she showed it. And Jordan was like, what is that? And you know what I said?
What?
I don't know.
You know what?
I was like, I don't know. So I think, and then I told her later, but I don't know why it was such like a taboo thing for me at that time. Yeah. So maybe that's why, but I don't know. A lot of people did not like it being.
I'm just glad it was short, but I don't know if you guys were into the Kardashians. You remember when Kylie and Kendall, when it came up on the Kardashians, when they started their cycle? I just thought, oh God, y'all are really bold.
Antoinette, you talking about me? She said I'm pitiful. It was pitiful if you're talking about me. All right, so are we done with the period party? A lot of people, it's like a period party is when you dress up in Victorian clothes. Did y'all see it? You dressed up for a time
Talk about
period.
A period piece.
Do y'all not know what a period party is? In some of those groups, I was rolling. Y'all want to talk about Marceau and Tish and how he's trying to be romantic on the floor with a picnic?
No. Can we? No. What was that? No.
Most awkward scenes on television.
They're barefoot. No. What else happened?
Because I'll tell you, Marceau, if you are listening, I'm gonna tell you where romantic is.
Can't breathe.
Because that wasn't it.
It's opening the doors, and when y'all got on them cut off jeans, both of y'all wear,
and a white t-shirt, honey. That's their uniform,
and just touching her on her back
or something,
holding her hand while you walk to the car.
We don't need the picnic on the floor,
because when you don't think people are watching, they are absolutely watching,
and talking.
That's what the thing that they look for when they say chemistry. If you want to take away what Tish does or doesn't do, generally speaking, she's a sweet person. Like she don't to her family, she seems like a sweet person. Now I ain't talking about what's happening, you know what I'm saying, on the show, but between just generally speaking, she seemed like you think she going off on Marceau or Marceau going off on her?
Well, we see it. Daddy stays on her.
That's my point. That's what I mean by sweet.
I got what you're saying.
He's not.
I'm back in a comment. I'm gonna put it up in a minute. I wasn't laughing at you.
Is that her being sweet or her trying not to check her husband in public? I don't know.
It could be. It could be. But I don't see her when you sit up there and listen to her crying to her brother a couple of episodes ago, saying you got to talk to him how he talked to me. That's telling me that he's saying all kind of crazy stuff to her, and she probably taking it. That cry wasn't a cry of a person that was going toe to toe with him. I just don't see it.
I agree with that.
At first, I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's doing something nice for her." Maybe his talk with Courtney, who is Stormy's husband, maybe got to him, and when he was just saying no.
Oh, you thought the picnic on the floor was nice?
Well, I didn't know it was going to be on the floor at the moment. Okay, at that moment. And then he said,
cute.
then he said something. Then he said something that let me know this he ain't gonna never change. He said, I'm gonna do this for my wife. I don't know where my kids are. That's Tish's problem. That kind of stuff. I hate when
you know that. See, he thinks that's Marceau literally is my favorite person on the show.
Mine too.
He thinks he is so clever. I like laughing at him. I think that's part of his personality. He wants you all to be okay with him being a sexist. But he ain't even brute with it because he is kind of a sexist. He say sexist things. Like that's her responsibility.
Yeah, like I don't know where my kids are.
Because that's not my responsibility.
You remember what he said to Stormy's husband? What did he say to Stormy's husband? Well, if we work together like that, he get 50% in the divorce.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then you gonna put a picnic on the floor in your house.
Picnic on the
with
floor.
Your $80,000 car and the house was probably $160,000. I mean, just it ain't nothing romantic about the situation, but I love them. Mm-hmm.
So Antoinette said that his mission, because he had a mission, was to get rid of the doctor.
He didn't like that doctor, does he? I mean, he put the doctor.
Marceau didn't have nothing to film. They had to film together, so he created something. He said, "Bash them legs, put on some pink pajamas, and be out of here in an hour." But and whoever made all that charcuterie board that he had was ringing the doorbell when he said,
"What was it at, Kelly? You found one Piggly Wiggly. That's where he got it from. Okay. It was already made.
His DoorDash for Piggly Wiggly.
And like, why are they on the floor? I didn't understand. Do y'all think that that Dr. Francis is biased?
You know what? Here's what I thought when he said that. Dr. Francis is not going to sit there and admit that somebody knows more than he does. He is the teacher in that situation. Of course he's going to say no to a lot of your crap, and Marceau gives him a lot to say no to. I love Marceau though, but Marceau is set in his ways. But you know, the doctor's wife told Tisha, "You remind me of me." She's been there, done that. She's changed him in ways that he probably never thought could happen. So he's not going to give it up right away. But you know, Marceau was probably a little bit right.
I remember that. She was like, "You remind me of me." And you start speaking up for yourself. You start doing stuff for yourself.
I told you right. She ain't going toe to toe with him. I think she take it.
I just don't understand. I know they've been married for a long time, and I don't think you should argue with your husband, battle your husband, fight your husband. I don't think you should do that on a regular basis, but you still should make sure he knows that you are a woman.
And they've been married for what, 16, 14,
yeah, the longest.
You know, that's a long time to be with someone as strong in his beliefs as Marceau is. I mean, because I went through that for a few years. I just don't know how to bend. I don't know how she's done that for so long. But, you know, they're still married. So something is working out for him. I don't know.
I think he loves her, and I think she loves him. I just think that, you know, you get into relationships and you're just who you are. Men pick women for reasons. They ain't looking always in their heart like we are. Or they look at women a little differently when they make matches. Like, I ain't gonna say it's manipulative in a bad way. It's just something he can match. I got a bad attitude. She know how to calm me.
Yeah,
I can say all kind of crazy stuff, but she could take it because she know I love her. Like, men think differently than we do.
But what's a trip to me is that Tisha is Wanda's daughter. I mean that in saying, I can't believe Wanda would know how her daughter reacts and let her continue with that.
That is so true.
I mean, because, you know, keep in mind, Wanda's still married and got several boyfriends, so she didn't do it. So I wonder what kind of, I would love to know more
but
about
she's never really had to. Wanda, if Wanda's history is kind of what we've kind of pictured on the show, Wanda was the hood lady
Yeah.
who did enough to get her a house or whatever, but she was kind of hood.
Damn house.
Right. But I'm like, there's some hoods, they live their whole life in the project.
In the projects, I
It
know.
probably started there and it moved on up and got a little house or whatever. So Wanda was the person that
Her
probably
grandmother. Okay, that's
felt
right.
like the black sheep. I kind of get that impression.
Oh yeah,
She did.
I guess
Kiki
I
kind of
can see that.
verified
Wanda
that.
She
was
was so
different.
young. Yeah.
And
yeah,
because Wanda didn't make some of the decisions that they made, maybe they landed in better
Tisha saw that and
situations
didn't want to be like
before
that.
she would. And they kind of looked down on her. So
Yeah.
when you have people, women, a lot of times we raise our children not to have that issue. So Wanda don't want. I got you. I'm gonna defend you. You don't have to defend you. Like, and she's always shushed her because I got it.
But that's the problem. But Marceau's tired. But now he tired of his mom-in-law.
And he's not afraid to say it, But
Like
Antoinette's comment, I think it was Antoinette's comment.
Her grandmother raised
reminded
her.
us-
So do you?
Yeah, her grandmother raised her. So that makes me think of okay, this is kind of reaching, but Miss
Her
Chalet's
grandmother
grandma.
raised her.
Remember
Raised
Miss
Tish.
Chalet's grandmother and her when
Oh.
Dr. Dre was whooping her butt all the time, allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
And grandmother said, "You do whatever you can do to make
Yeah,
that man
to
happy,
say.
so he don't, do that
I
to
can
you."
see that.
And it makes me think, I wonder if she similar, not abuse type, but if she was the same kind of, it is your role as a wife to make sure he's happy type thing. Don't say, don't talk
Probably
back.
did it to her granddaddy.
Which
yeah,
that
I
breaks
think you're
my
right.
heart on every single level if that is true for
Yeah.
anybody. But again,
Don't be like
that's-
your mammy.
Yeah, like I understand why she takes up for her. Like I can see it. I be psychoanalyzing people.
You understand why Wanda takes up for her or vice versa?
But both.
Yeah.
I know why they are the way that they are. I peeped Wanda a long time ago. I got family members. I got people that I love that are just like Wanda.
That's how she was.
They are some of the nicest people to me that on earth. But take your shirt. I'm serious. But I understand. I understand them.
But Tisha and Wanda are like sisters. Like they grew up together too.
I know that.
Yeah. So, that's what?
That's true. That's true. It's kind
so
of.
That could be another reason why she was the big sister who took up for her. You mess with me, I'm gonna get my big sister Wanda. She gonna beat you up. People did that. I'm only child, so I couldn't do that. But anything? Did we miss anything? That's all I had in my notes.
Oh,
I did have a question because I saw it in the group. So is her name Judy? They did the commercial. It was her products in Disney store. Do y'all know?
Judy that did the commercial.
Brett's wife. Her.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think that's ever come up.
Is she from Huntsville?
She's in
But
Atlanta.
she has hair products.
That Candy does commercials for.
Yeah.
Because her and Tish did one where they was like, I'm sexy because I use
yes.
Wasn't that the worst commercial of like the past 10 years? Come on.
Because I was like, I wonder who put their stuff in Destiny store. Like what did she get it from? I don't have anything else. I'm gonna put our StreamYard up. If anybody wants to come in, we're only gonna be on for maybe 10 more minutes. Then we're gonna do Potomac. Did we miss anything?
No.
Oh, I have a question. Is criteria?
Huh?
Criterias? Is that the plural of criteria? Okay, so
who said that?
Tish. So she was like, if we get a new therapist,
I heard her say that.
What would be the criterias?
See, okay.
And I'm like,
I don't remember the S part, but I do remember her when she said that. Because,
okay.
She said it. So you think they'll get a new therapist? They fired Dr. Francis. Did Dr. Francis get fired this episode?
I like Dr. Francis.
I like him a lot. I really do like him.
I think that your therapist isn't supposed to be your friend.
Right.
And he sure can't say I was confused on who he thought he could be biased to because he was all in Martell's behind. Well,
And
nothing. Who could he be biased toward?
And he was meaner to me, to Louis and Tiffany, and I thought
Yeah.
Marceau was happy that he was mean to them. But
Marceau
then
was happy.
he defended Louis, like he didn't even let Louis speak, and he made Louis feel like he wasn't doing. I'm like, what is? I didn't understand. Hey, Tori, what's up? Can you hear us? I don't know if she can hear.
You on mute?
Yes, I can hear you.
What's going on, Mama Sita?
I just came to say, let's talk about one thing, and that's toot to Mel. And Martell need to tell his girlfriend to learn from Mel. Them clothes are selling out. The clothes price are reasonable, and they look good. Sheree,
wait a minute. Did you see, Montique? Did you send that video out to the chat, to the page? The one with the girl showing how Coleslaw and Melody both did what Sheree didn't do. Did you send that out?
I did not. I will.
What wait till you see. Wait till you see that TikTok video.
The video I showed y'all where she was saying this costs this and Mel's cost this, but Mel worked with an established
designer. He seems to work with somebody on a regular basis. He always has somebody in his little
what Sheree needs.
That's not her stuff, is it though? I thought that was the
Sheree's
guy.
not either. Hers is Sheen, Mama. What is your point?
No, I'm saying this is a guy's
yeah, but she's doing it, with him.
She might be an investor, but she's the model, right?
About
I think she kind of picked the clothes and kind of helped work with him to pick what she liked.
Right.
Because they're named after her. They're reality check. They're like, this is my melody. Check out my melody. Like they're all.
I think she's a partner.
Right.
Yes. Just this line. These clothes though.
I think it's more than just her name.
Yeah, it's this week. But Sheree has been having this for 14 years. It did make me feel bad. I was like, we were rooting for you,
it broke my little heart. I'm like, gosh, Sheree, what is going on?
So,
however, oh dear, that was too funny. Martell said he was blessed toward.
Okay. Did Barcel say that Dr. Francis is biased? I thought Martell thought he was great, and so did Maurice. Because Maurice ended up kind of doing some of the stuff that Maurice Dr. Francis suggested.
Does Maurice sometimes seem too good to be true?
He's not, because he wants sex 13 times a day. So
yeah, but he can't really handle it. All she got to do is put that on him. He'll be done.
No, I don't think he is. I think of all the guys on this show, Maurice is a real one. He might be a book boyfriend. He just worked too much. Because Kimmy, he does seem like a really nice guy. You're right. He always trying to do right. He always is the level of, balance, because I can even remember him having balance when him and Martell was going head to head. And I remember saying he must have some secrets on him too. It was kind of, he's fair. That's how balanced he was. Because, it's fair if you can sit on. He's a nice guy.
I think they all used to be big. Maurice, Marceau, and what's the other brother that was legs and hips and body? Mark. I think they all used to do that. And that's why they had the Spanx on, which ain't nothing wrong with Spanx. I'm not wearing Spanx though. I don't like the
waist trainer.
I can't do those. So, but anything else? Did we do everything? Did we talk about Kimmy? I feel like we kind of glossed over her. But let's send some prayers to Kimmy.
Oh, absolutely.
Prayers to Kimmy.
Oh, Maurice, if y'all follow him on Facebook, posted a whole bunch of pictures of Kimmy getting chemo treatments.
I guess. Really?
Yeah,
she's about to ring the bell, which I had a family member that just went through that. She's rung the bell.
I don't know if she's ringing the bell. She's
almost there.
I think she was taking pictures of some of it.
He said that it's almost time. That's what
he said. Yeah. But he was just thanking everybody for their support and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's humbling.
Tori wants to come back before we leave. What's up, girlfriend?
Oh yeah, that's what I meant to say. This episode, because I know you and Joy and Callie been teaching us how to watch the show and watch how stuff is chopped up, edited, and stuff like that. Their entire episode had to be chopped up, edited in different ways. Because what I was mentioning was when Kimmy was in her confessional in that burnt orange outfit, I seen the knot above her chest, which let me know that.
Oh, you did?
She had a port.
Say that again.
She had a port. You could see her port.
her port, in her confession, when she got
Okay.
the orange burnt dress on, she has a knot above her breast. And that's normally where they cut you in to put the port in so you can start your treatment.
Okay.
But when she was in the car talking to her husband, you know, they were still waiting on the results.
Okay.
So that's where I knew that the show was cut up, edited, and stuff was put into place to, I guess, make it flow or whatever.
I was wondering what you meant, Tori. Yeah, okay. I'm with you.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was the lump. And I was like, no, that had to be something else. Because a lot of people in the groups were saying, you can see her lump. You can see her lump.
Port,
But it was her port.
Okay.
That's so sad.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder if they're going to talk about it on the show at all. Like, is she going to meet up with the girls, or what was happening next week?
I know they shaved her hair because we saw it in the preview. Because we were thinking it was maybe in support of somebody. So
of her family member. That's what I was thinking.
So
did they show what's happening next week? Because I don't remember. No.
No, actually. Wait a minute. Is this the last one? No.
No, because this is just 10 and they have 5 more episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know what happens next week, but we'll be watching. We're gonna get off of here. Thank you for being with us. If you watch Potomac, we're going to be on here to do Potomac next. If you see this QR code, this is you scan. It says scan me. Get your phone out, scan this, and you can learn everything about Chatter Up, from our podcast to all of our social media sites. Thank you all for being with us. Anything else, ladies, before we go and do Potomac?
Nope.
Peace.
Oh yeah, Marlene, the trip. They did. They talked about they're going on the trip next week. Marlene's not gonna be happy. You're right. All right. Anyway.
Oh yeah, we trip. Next week gonna be good. No, that's Potomac. Okay.
Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all in 2 and 2. Who used to do that? 2 and 2. We'll see y'all in 2 and 2.